because she didn't do it.
I know.
I have a little, but I know, but she. Yes. Yeah, thank you. No.
Still 0-0.
So will you make a bizarre announcement?
You know, no game again.
Oh, okay. I think we're still
Two national league, two
I think for what it is.
I have a little personal I just lost one, I bought a new one, and now it costs them here. And I'll look there later. You don't communicate and talk to today. Oh well. It's just a thing. All right. Good morning, Good morning, everyone. Welcome to White River Buddhist Temple. Today is October 12th. We have a special service today honoring Eshin-Ni and Kakushin-Ni, two important women in our tradition. So there'll be a few extra things in our service order. But we will start first with Sambujo. You'll find that on page 22 of the Purple Book. And then Reverend Cindy will explain today's service. And then we'll have sutra chanting of Jusei on the next page, page 23.
Can I ask everyone to please put your palms together and bow your head in contemplation and respect. As we say together, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Come on. We are gathered here today at the White River Buddhist Temple to remember Eshin-Ni and Kakushin-Ni, two of the most important women in Jodo Shinshu, our school of Buddhism, who helped establish its founding. As we remember them, our thoughts turn towards Amida Buddha, the Buddha of infinite light and life, who guides all sentient beings to the land of bliss. No.
Oh
please once more put your palms together in Gasho or bow your head in contemplation and respect. As we say together once again, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo.
I'm wondering if this is haunted. I keep turning it off. It keeps turning itself back on again. Not sure what's going on. Anyway. So being a special service, we have Oshoko, our offering by temples, organizations. First, we'll start with the Adult Buddhist Association. Next, the Temple Board of Trustees. And the Buddhist Women's Association. Thank you. These organizations do help our temple keep it running, keep it active. We're very grateful to all who participate in those activities. Today we will need our white book for the song. There should be copies all around the hondo, or chapel, so please have one nearby. So first, those who are able, please rise, and we will have the reading of the three treasures out of the purple book on page 3. Three treasures. Fortunate is it to be born into human life, now we are living it. Rare is it to encounter the teaching of the Buddha, now we hear it. If we do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life, in what life shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken within us our highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the Dharma and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord, in a life of harmony, in a spirit of universal brotherhood, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriad of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teachings. Namo Idabats, Namo Idabats, Namo Idabats, Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. Now we will have our song or gatha in our white book on page 128. It's called Shinran's Family. And we do mention Eshin-Ni and Kakushin-Ni and who the service is in honor of. Thank you. You may be seated.
Can I ask everyone to please put your palms together in gassho or bow your head in contemplation and respect as I read these words from Shinan Shonin, the founder of our school of Buddhism, Jodo Shinshu. In reflecting on the ocean of great Shinjin, I realized that there is no discrimination between noble and humble or black-robed monks and white-clothed laity, no differentiation between man and woman, old and young. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo. Hello, everyone. I hope you all are warm at the moment, because, again, being from SoCal, I thought this morning was cold too. And I thought it was just the rain and me still probably not being used to the weather, even though I've been up here for 5 years now. But I guess it wasn't just me like last week in which it was too hot. So, but I am glad that we are able to come together today for this memorial service for Eshin-Ni and Kakushin-Ni. As we just sang, Eshin-Ni was the wife of the founder of our school of Buddhism, Shinan Shonin. And Kakushin-Ni was the daughter of both Eshin-Ni and Shinan Shonin. She was the youngest one, and she was the one who helped give land to the first place where the first Jodo Shinshu temple was built. And so these two women are important figures in our school of Buddhism, but honestly, we do not talk about them too much. And there's many different reasons, but it is important for us to remember them because of what I read today. So what I read at the beginning was a small part of what Shinan Shonin wrote in his True Teaching, Practice, and Realization of the Pure Land Way. Long name, but we shortened it to Kyogyo Shinsho. And Shinan Shonin says, in reflecting on the ocean of great Shinjin, Shinjin is translated to faith or interesting heart. I prefer the English translation, interesting heart, but always like to talk about the word Shinjin because it's much more than that. It says, in reflecting on the ocean of great Shinjin, Shinan Shonin realizes that there is no discrimination between noble and humble, or black-robed monks and white-clothed laity, no differentiation between man and woman, old and young. And this is very important, especially reflecting on today, because Shinan Shonin states that Amida Buddha, the Buddha in the center of our altar, the Buddha of immeasurable light and infinite light, the Buddha of infinite wisdom and compassion, says that they will help every single person, no matter who they are. And especially saying this during a time when there was a lot of discrimination. Right? There was definite discrimination at that time between noble and poor. Correct? Shinan Shonin lived from 1163 to 1272. And during that time, there was a lot of war and strife, disease. And so there was a lot of discrimination between the different classes. At the same time, there is a different, at that time, there was a distinction between monks and laity. Again, this example would be someone like me who has been ordained by our organization, and those who are not would be a close one. And then he states that there is no differentiation in the wisdom, infinite wisdom and compassion of Amida Buddha between man and woman, which again was very, very, I apologize. There was discrimination, right? You had gender roles at that time. Men could do this, women could do this, right? And then lastly, he says, old and young, there is no differentiation. Thus saying that we all receive the wisdom and compassion of Amida Buddha equally. And Eshin-Ni and Kakushin-Ni also understood this, and is a big reason why Eshin-Ni married Shinran Chonin and supported him throughout his life. Eshin-Ni was, as we understand, to be a noble lady. And so her family did have land. Shinran Chonin, on the other hand, was a monk. And supposedly, again, historians differ, when they met, when Shinran Chonin was disrobed by the Japanese government, technically he was lay, according to the government. And he was poor, because he had no money. But this woman, Eshin-Ni, heard the teachings that Shinran Chonin was saying and decided to support him. And so even while in exile in Echigo, which is now called Niigata Prefecture in Japan, Shinran Chonin was supported, was given food, given clothes, given a place to live by Eshin-Ni, where he was still able to continue to spread the teachings that his master, Honen Chonin, taught him, the reason why he was exiled in the first place. And Kakushin-Ni, having grown up listening to her father's words, listening to her mother, who always, well, I don't know, husbands and wives, I don't know if we always support each other, but for the most part, support each other through his life. And thus was with Shinran Chonin in Kyoto, while Eshin-Ni was back home with her family in Echigo. Kakushin-Ni was with Shinran Shonin when he passed. But throughout this, Shinran Shonin always said that Amida Buddha's infinite wisdom and compassion is meant for every single person, no matter who you are. Thus, it reverberates today that, especially in Japan, I should say, there are people who have money, but those also who have very little, who have listened to the calling of Amida Buddha through Shinran Shonin's words. There have been black robe monks. I'm not a monk, but I'm a priest. And lay people who have listened to this calling as well. There is also men and women who continue to listen to the call of Amida Buddha. And these people are both old and young. Thus, when hearing Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha, Shinran Shonin reminds us that this is Amida Buddha's infinite wisdom and compassion reaching out to us, encouraging us to listen. And that this gift is for every single person to enjoy. And it doesn't take very much to listen to it. So, Eshin-Ni and Kakushin-Ni dedicated their lives to supporting Shinran Shonin, and thus have helped start the founding of our school of Buddhism. And thus, today for their memorial, we recognize their hard work, which, again, we don't recognize too often. We recognize their hard work, and we continue to help spread the calling of the Buddha of immeasurable light and infinite light by saying and listening to Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. So in closing, as we remember the lives of Eshin-Ni and Kakushin-Ni, we think how they understood that this teaching is for every single person. So let us put our palms together in Gassho, or bow your head in contemplation and respect as we think upon these words, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you for your Dharma message, Reverend Cindy. Will those of you who are able, please rise, and we will have a gatha or song, Otoku-san 2, you'll find in the purple book on page 153, and then we will have a reading out of the purple book following that. Thank you. Please turn to page 8 of your purple book, and we will read together the daily creed of Jodo Shinshu. Realizing enlightenment is assured and reciting the Nembutsu, I shall cheerfully and positively, understanding the oneness of life and cultivating self-reflection, I shall diligently attend to my life's tasks in gratitude. Recognizing the Dharma path, I shall help spread the teachings of the Buddha. Appreciating the Buddha Dharma, I shall respect and help others, working for the good of society. Namo Vidavats. Namo Vidavats. Namanda. 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 Thank you. You may be seated. Do we have any guests or people that would like to be introduced today at service?
We have first-time visitor with Bill Wallace.
Good morning.
Also, I would like to welcome Jim and Diana Powell back to Temple.
My dad has been thinking.
It's good to see everybody. Thank you. Now we'll have announcements. Following service today, we do have cake and tea in honor of Eshin-Ni Kakushin-Ni. We'll be in the multi-purpose room, so please join us and get to meet your fellow Dharma friends. On with the other. There's lots of announcements.
Hello. 1 week to go. Bazaar's next week. So if you have not ordered your chicken dinners, you're so lucky because today is the drop dead final deadline to order. Thank you for everyone who came to mochi and manju making. We were really successful making all our goodies for next week. If you have not already, there's also opportunities to sign up to volunteer. So next week, next Saturday and Sunday, we're having pie making next Saturday. And then there's lots of slots that could be filled for Sunday too. And then I think, are you going to talk about Discovery Sale? And then Sandra's coming up next.
Good morning. First, I want to thank everyone who has generously donated for our Discovery Sale for Bazaar. And like Kelsey said, we still have a week to go. So we're still accepting items. So if you have anything you'd like to donate for the sale, go ahead and please bring it to the temple by next Saturday. Thank you.
Okay, one more bazaar. After service today, if we could stack our chairs and move them to the side. And then after refreshments, we could use some help moving some equipment out of the garage and move it into the multipurpose room. It shouldn't take long, maybe about 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get the stuff out of the garage. But at least if we can get the chairs stacked and pushed to the side, that'll help us get started. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. One thing I want to make an announcement for is that if you notice there's like a little it looks like a temple looking thing out on the table out in the foyer. It says questions and suggestions. If you have any questions or suggestions for me or for the temple, please feel free to, and you could do it anonymously, put it in the temple or the building, the little tiny miniature building out there. Part of that is also because I'm asking for suggestions on what to do, what to talk about during the services where we're not observing anything special. So our regular Sunday services, what would you like to hear about? If there's something that I do and you're interested to know what it is, if you would like to know something from, like, doctrinally speaking, might be a little heavier subject, so might take some time, but I would be happy to talk about that as well. So please feel free to like write a little note or something and put it anonymously in that container, I guess you could say, where we will look through it, and especially if it's a suggestion for me to talk about, please write it down, because I'd be very, very happy if you could give me suggestions. Not that I'm running out of material, but I also don't want to bore you. Okay, and then secondly, I'm putting on my wife hat here. So this is Tacoma Buddhist Temple's Bazaar, and I apologize, I know our bazaar is first, but their deadline is Friday, October 24th. So it's right after our bazaar, that Friday after our bazaar, so I feel like I'm obligated to announce this. So Tacoma Buddhist Temple will be having the Fall Bazaar on November 2nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And they're only, I think, selling 3 items, and that will be a beef curry, a udon. I honestly don't know if it's vegan or not. That's something I need to ask my husband. And then they are also making daifuku mochi, which is the sweet red bean paste mochi. So again, it will be November 2nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. But if you would like food, please pre-order by Friday, October 24th at 10 p.m., they said, on their website. But if you have this, I made some copies out in the foyer. If you would like me to bring it to Tacoma Buddhist Temple so you don't have to mail it yourself, I'd be happy to bring it over to them. Okay? So please help support, if you're able to, help support Tacoma Buddhist Temple. And they do have a fall produce, baked goods, and a rummage sale that day as well, if you would like to stop by and you didn't pre-order any food. Okay? So once again, please support Tacoma Buddhist Temple if you are able to. Thank you.
Just in case, if anyone is going to the play up at Green River College, I'll be leaving here around hopefully 1:15 if anyone wants a ride up there. And I think that brings us to the end of the service. So if you'll read with me the closing words you'll find in your program, and then you can come up and do Oshoko, and don't forget refreshments in the multi-purpose room. And I'll go ahead and say it again. Go Mariners. They did well last time. Maybe they'll do well tonight. So, closing words. My life is not only my life, but also the life of others. Sacrifices, kindness, thoughtfulness, and patience. I am grateful. Namo Idabats, Namo Idabats, Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. And you know who you are. Thank you.